Nah, the clip itself doesn't seem to really rotate, but you can kind of wiggle the. You have a little bit of wiggle room for the sword, so that's nice. So that you can kind of see it behind his head. But anyways, here's what the sword looks like in the clip from on the back of him like that. So you can't really see it from the front. It doesn't exactly stick out like at an angle like a ninja's would, but still looks really cool. So now I'm gonna go ahead and put his coat back on, and then I'll plug the sword in and see what that looks like. Oh yeah, and one thing I forgot to mention, first of all, height-wise, he stands at almost exactly 6 inches tall. I measured him before the review. Like to the top of his hairline, he is about like exactly 6 inches. And damn, that's a clean cut, man. Look at that. They captured that cut from the movie so clean. I mean, woo, man, they killed it. I mean, even the tattoos on the back of his neck, I forgot to go over that. Look at that. Look at the paintwork for all the tattoos on the back of his neck. Look how clean that came out. It's amazing, man. God, I miss Toy Biz as a company, man. They really killed it on a lot of their figures. So, damn, that's just so nice, man. You can see, look at all that sculpted detail in the back of his vest. All that line work and everything, like etched into there. That is amazing, man. Man. I miss when figure companies made toys like this. Such a dope figure. But yeah, let me try to. Oh yeah, what I was trying to say is his coat, being that it's made out of this kind of like leathery material, it does start to flake a little bit. So you can see my fingers right now. See all that black flake on my fingers? Yeah, it starts to come off. So that's a little unfortunate. I wish there was a way to prevent that. But to be honest, I don't think there's really any practical way to stop it. I'm thinking you'd probably have to cover like the entire jacket in like a resin or something, which would probably, take away from the feel of it, like the material. So that's probably not, the best idea, but that's the only way I can currently think of to kind of stop that flaking from going on. But let's see here. Let me see if I can slip his arms back up in the jacket here. Get him looking even more badass, like the movies. In the movies, he didn't always have his coat on, which is so that's cool that they made it like a separate piece and gave you the option so you can display him either way, with or without his jacket. And there he is. I was able to slide him back in there very quickly and easily, so that's dope. Man, he looks dope, man. So here I'll show you. I'll put the shades back on him real quick, just to show you that they do fit around like his face pretty nicely. And so you can see right there, I slipped them back on real quick. You can see they stay in place like pretty well. Like as long as you don't shake them too hard or anything, they're not gonna fall off. But yeah, if you want them to like permanently stay on his face, you might want to think about like getting like a small rubber band or something and just kind of reattaching it like around his head to kind of keep him in place, if that's something you want. But I like the fact that they can kind of come off of the string and you can have, multiple display options. I always think that's a really dope thing. But yeah, man, that is Blade. So I'm gonna put his sword, and his coat does have a spot for the clip on his back. So there's like a little hole in the back of his there's a little hole in the back of his coat, so you can plug the sword through that hole, and it'll sit very nicely just like that in the back of his coat. Hopefully you guys can see that. See that? Oh, sorry. I'm always slipping. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Let's see if I can get some focus on that again. So yeah, his sword, the hilt will still stick out of that little hole in the back of his coat, and it'll look really good. So there you go. There is Mr. Wesley Snipes' Blade, looking fantastic, if I do say so myself. And sorry for such a long review. This ain't even a SH Figuarts or Mayfix or anything like that, but you guys already know I had to go all out when it came to this guy. Had to show you everything in detail, and I don't even edit my videos, so typically I don't do much editing, so you get every minute and every second. But He is a little tricky to stand. I forgot to mention that. You might have to get like his legs in a kind of kind of like awkward position to get him to stand. It's a little unfortunate, but like even at the start of the review, I had him kind of like in his legs were in a weird position, but now I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to get him to stand. Oh man. Yeah, it's with the weird, you know, kind of like the older ball and hinge system on him. It makes it a little bit difficult for him to stand up straight, but you just kind of have to play around with him. Yeah, this is gonna take too long, but anyways, I'm gonna jump into size comparison so we can head on out. Before I do that, I wanted to say thank you so much to all of my new subscribers. I've gotten quite a few new subscribers over the last maybe a couple months or so. So I wanted to say thank you very much to all of you who are new and subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it, man. Love seeing the channel grow. I hope you guys are enjoying the content. I did my short recently on the custom White Ranger that I did, so got a lot of views and likes on that. So I just want to say I really appreciate anybody who watched it, left a like. Really appreciate all y'all for tuning into the channel. I'm probably just gonna have to hold this guy up by his feet. So let's do first size comparison. We got Blade next to the Hasbro Marvel Legends Netflix Luke Cage figure. Oh my god. Nobody's standing up today, okay? Here we go. Luke Cage, there you go. So here we got Blade. You guys can get a sense of his height. I do have to hold him, unfortunately, but there you go. There he is with Blade, and you can see Luke Cage has quite a bit of height over him, quite a bit taller. Luke Cage is a big guy. Here we have him with Rosario Dawson's Claire Temple from Luke Cage, the Netflix series as well. So there she is. You can see she's a little bit taller than him. She stands a little bit taller. She's a taller lady. Let's see. Let's get him next to Snake Eyes from the Snake Eyes Origins movie. G.I. Joe, there you go. You can see he's a little bit, Snake Eyes is a little bit taller than Blade there. So there you go, but they look badass. I got a lot of black characters, I don't know if you're noticing. And just to, look dope next to Blade. So here we have Zeltrax from Power Rangers Dino Thunder, Bandai Zeltrax. And I would say Blade is just slightly taller maybe to the top of the hairline. Or I don't know, maybe they're almost neck and neck. Zeltrax actually might be slightly taller if you count this little tip thing on his head. So there you go. Let's get next to a McFarlane. We got the McFarlane Toys Deathstroke, DC Rebirth Deathstroke figure. He's so big I can't even get him in the shot. Hold up. Come on, Deathstroke. Oh my god. Sorry, y'all. Okay, there we go. You can get a good sense of the height between those two. Obviously, Deathstroke towers over him. Let's put that aside. Let's get him next to Marvel Legends Black Panther. Chadwick, my boy. See if I can get him to stand. He kind of has small feet too. Come on, man. Okay, there you go. All right, so there he is next to Blade, and you can see Chadwick stands a little bit taller. But I think that looks pretty good. So there it is, guys. I got like a slew of characters. I can't go through them all. Actually, here, last but not least, of course, we have to do it. McFarlane Spider-Man with our Blade. And there he is. You can see Spidey stands a good amount taller. He's actually slumped over just a little bit. He's like 6.5 inches tall, so he should have like a good half inch of height over Blade. But there you go. That's my review, guys, on the Marvel Legends Blade from Toy Biz. This is the Series 5 Blade, in case you're wondering. It'll say right there on the top of the packaging in the corner, Series 5. But yeah, I really appreciate you guys, everybody, man, for real, for tuning into the channel, watching, any reviews, leaving likes. I really do appreciate it, guys. If you're new, if this is your first video, be sure to just subscribe, man. I really appreciate it. You know, got a lot more reviews coming up. I know I've been, you know, lacking a little bit lately, but you guys know my reasons for that. So, or at least, you know, all my people who have been here, they know my reason for that. So, but yeah, I do have a lot of more reviews that should be coming very, very soon. And, you know, got some figures to look at for sure, as well as, you know, other content on the channel. So thank you guys so much for tuning in and rocking with your boy and some new figures. As always, I appreciate you. Peace and love. May your 2023 be filled with blessings. And your boy BioSpider 3.0 is signing out. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.